she is talking. Listen, I'm going to go back and watch this live stream by this brother. He's going in about what's happening. He said California received the earthquake, I think, not too long ago, or sometime yesterday, or something like that. I think it was 4.3 on the Richter scale. He also said that California is going to hit a tsunami. When, I don't know. But but California's on the Pacific Ocean. So a lot of things is taking place. If I'm not mistaken, that's where California's located at. He also said there's activity going on in Yellowstone big time. The animals did leave, but there's also things going on in other regions. So she is talking, y'all. She's speaking. I don't care who's watching, who's listening anymore, but I'm telling you right now, I said this several years ago, that this stuff was going to happen. I said, watch the weather when I was on the old channel, when B Miles channel got canceled. I was on there telling y'all, watch the weather patterns. Those that subscribe to my channel that's from that old channel, they know that I've been saying this stuff for years. I've been saying keep your eyes on the weather, keep your eyes on the natural disasters. I even said that there are actually ancestral spirits that's connected to these different natural disasters. I said what was going to happen, and it's happening right now. There's been sinkholes, landslides, and everything that's been going on this year. There's been a lot of stuff happening. Earthquakes, floods, flash floods, all of this. Gaia has been talking. I told you before what type of frequency she on, as far as the tone. I said that our tone is C sharp. Look, I said that the energy that she was providing. I told her the energy that she deals with, it deals with the love energy. And the stuff that CERN and other companies have done has also reawakened her. Y'all need to look up the story Tiamat. Who is Tiamat? Look up the war between Tiamat and Murdoch, who you call Marduk. Look up that war. Listen, y'all haven't seen nothing yet. She is constantly speaking and constantly talking. She is literally about to really start talking seriously now. There's safe zones, and I'm gonna go over that real soon. Your best bet, those that are in California that have money and that have ways of leaving, I advise y'all to move inland soon. I don't know when she's gonna start really ticking, but you're gonna have to get yourself ready. This is not no fear-mongering thing. I've been saying this for years. I've been talking about how she is talking, how Gaia is literally moving. She is moving. Y'all had a brother talking about Leviathan in the waters. Y'all having cracks in the U.S. in certain places and stuff like that. There's sea creatures that are about to start coming out the woodworks real soon. There's going to be animals that you never seen before. Earth has been shifted to a point where Kai has been shifted to the point where you're going to start seeing changes in the atmosphere. I recommend you watch the movie Waterworld. Waterworld talks about all this stuff with Kevin Costner. You're going to have to learn about swimming, y'all, because you got to remember, at one point in time, you were aquatic beings before. This goes back into I told y'all about Mommy Water and the mermaids, all the other stuff I'm telling y'all about. Listen, there's volcanoes in the waters, y'all. There's volcanoes in the waters. Once again, there's volcanoes in the waters. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Earth's core is her heart. You heard me. Earth core, that's her heart. The lava is her blood, her plasma. When the plasma hit the water, it turns into what? It turns into rock, does it not? So the split in Africa, that's a part of what's going to happen. That's also bringing forth a new ocean. So now listen to this. You need to pay attention to how nature's moving. Watch all the animals, even if you have a pet in your home, watch them. Listen, animals communicate differently in nature. I'm going to tell you like this, those in the West Coast, get yourselves ready to move inland. I can't give you a prediction of when it's going to happen, but she's giving you signs. How you doing, Astro? She's giving you signs. She's giving you signs that she's coming, because the brother that I'm watching, he said that she's going to hit California with a tsunami and earthquake. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know. Get the likes up. I'm not just talking. You can look this stuff up. How you doing, Trenton Crawley? How you doing? Get the likes up. I'm telling y'all, this is not no fear mongering. I'm telling you that Gaia is talking at a rapid state. She is alive, and those those that heard the call, that are her healers, that came from the Great Mother herself, not Gaia, but the Great Mother herself, they know what time it is. All the light workers need to get together and realize what time it is. We got to start raising the consciousness level up of the people. Huh? Okay, I guess you're trying to be funny, but listen. This is not a laughing matter. This is not. How you doing, Chris Craft? This is not a laughing matter. Listen, they already saying that U.S. had to be ready by 2026, 2027. Okay, so those in the West Coast, get yourself ready to move inland real soon. I don't know when she going to do. Y'all keep your eyes on Yellowstone, because they seeing a lot of activities going on over there. Those that's in the location of that region, you have to get away from that mug. For real. Apocalypse, I won't say it's apocalypse. It's apocalyptic, because by Yellowstone being a super volcano, I need y'all to listen carefully. By her being a super volcano, she can ignite 18 other volcanoes. Y'all hear what I said? This is not fear mongering. I'm just preparing y'all to let y'all listen to what I'm saying. Thank you, brother Chris. Look, when you're a super volcano, yes, 18, she can cause 18 to. There's a sister on Instagram that I listen to. She go by the name of Arawak Nation. She told a lot of us what happened 85,000 years ago. I want to say something similar to this happened, and only thousands of people survived, but they went by the mitochondria. The mitochondria DNA is only found in the Asiatic woman. Okay? She said this stuff happened, something like that similar. Man. Continental drift, Earth waking up. She's going through a metamorphosis. Everybody keep on saying we in 50. Man, what are you talking about? I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong about what I'm saying. Because I was watching a brother that was live. I'm not wrong about none of the stuff I'm telling y'all. I'm just giving y'all a heads up before it happened. Y'all want to see a clip? My children are watching the. You know what I'm saying? Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, that person, the troll, I don't kiss no dag. Man, listen, I got a stalker that been watching me for 5 years, bruh. This dude be sending his little cronies over here. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want this message to go out. But he want to be the only one trying to talk about this. Forget that. Yo, you know what? I'm about to get rid of you, because I don't do that stuff. You got to be him. You gotta be, yeah. You gotta be him. I'm about to go ahead and eliminate you, bro. Anyway, yeah. So this is what's going on. Yeah, for real. Been stalking me for 5 years, taking my content and other people's content. I did a video on it, and I listed the people who content he be taking, and I listed his name. So here you go. Um, I'm not making up none of this stuff. Yeah, I blocked him. I'm not making up none of this stuff. So when I was preaching on that person's channel, I've been telling everybody watch the weather patterns. I also said that there's ancestral spirits that's connected to this, that's connected to us as melanated people who are the so-called Black Americans and all of that. Okay, check it out. We have ancestral spirits called the that is in charge of earthquakes and also volcanoes. Okay, so I'm just telling y'all not to bring no fear, but this planet is also connected. I'm trying to get Chris. Let me get to that. Let me get to that, because I know you're saying why, and I'm trying to follow you on that. Just give me a second so I can get this thought out. All right, so check it out. The so-called black woman, I really need y'all to hear this. The so-called black woman, the Asiatic woman, is truly connected to this planet. Listen, all that twerk, I know it sounds crazy, but Rod Hayes even said about the twerking too. When they're twerking, it causes tsunamis and earthquakes as well. I know it sounds crazy, but that's our ancient right. When they do that, it brings tsunamis and earthquakes. This is not a made-up thing. What they used to do back in ancient times, they used to walk barefoot near the ocean and got permission from Gaia herself to do the twerking dance, and it would bring tsunamis and earthquakes. Don't believe me, I'm not making it up. You can look this stuff up. Then also we had ancestral spirits that were called the Orisha. There's an Orisha that is connected to earthquakes and volcanoes. I will spell the name for you. You can look it up yourself. Okay? I'm going to spell the name for you. Y'all write the name down and look it up yourself. I'm not making it up. The name is spelled A-G-A-N. Okay? Look up the name of this Orisha. A-G-A-N-U-Y. That's the Orisha that's in charge of the earthquakes and volcanoes. Now, when black women in ancient times, the Asiatic woman, again, I'll spell it let me spell it over again. A-G-A-N-Y-U. Okay? A-G-A-N-Y-U. That's right. That's how you spell the name right there. Look that Orisha up. Now listen to this. During the ancient times, when an Asiatic black woman was in tune with nature, she would go barefoot near the ocean, but get permission for Gaia to twerk and dance, because it's a ritual, because the Asiatic black woman is connected to the planet. The Gregorian calendar has 365 days in a year, which is not the original calendar. But if you add the year, 365 days, you get the number 14. The number 14 equals the number 5. The geometrical shape that's connected. Bingo. There you go. Because when a woman twerk, her derriere moves like a wave. It moves like a wave, and also the moves like tremors. Let's check it out. Look at it yourself. It moves like waves and tremors. And they were in tune with the planet. Exactly. So when the so-called Asiatic woman or black woman, who you can even say African, whatever you want to say, that was a ritual, that was a rite, because they were in tune with the planet. The planet is connected to the woman because that womb is water, and we are made out of water. But yeah, exactly, that the womb is water. They are the complete man. I need you to understand the reason why they the complete man, because they create life. Now, where we are, Gaia is connected to them. And also the other women on the planet have a womb too, because a lot of them are the carbon copies of the original woman. And the mitochondrial DNA is only found in the Asiatic black woman. We were a matriarch people, so this planet is dealing with the matriarch in general. So now, what is happening? Gaia is letting it be known that she's alive. Look up the wars between Tiamat and Murdoch, or Marduk. Marduk is a Anunnaki. He was the son of Enki, or Enki. E-N-K-I. Look up who Enki is. The word En, E-N means Lord. Kai means earth. Kai was also connected to Poseidon. No. Listen to what I'm about to spell it for you. E as in Eden. E as in Nancy. K as in Caitlin. I as in Isaac. Or you can spell it like this. E as in Eden. N as in Nancy. Q as in quality. Yes. And I as in Isaac. You can spell it like that too. You can add a Q to replace that K. You can spell his name like that too. Now, Enki, know it or not, was told in the stories that he created the human race. In the stories, they say he created the human race, and he was the one that called on Noah and told Noah to build the ark. True story. But anyway, Poseidon is also connected to Enki or Enki. Kai is another name for the planet. Yes. Kai is another name for the planet. Yes. I'm from Baltimore. So, now, by us humans having that a percentage of water, we were also aquatic at one point in time, and at the same time, we came from out the womb. The womb is water. Listen, y'all. The abyss is the water itself. It's the depths of the water. In a lot of African and also Caribbean cultures, they talk about the mermaids, which is dealing with the womb, which is dealing with the water, which is dealing with the womb too, which is also dealing with Gaia, which is also dealing with life, because water also brings forth life too. It can bring life. It can also bring destruction. I'm not making up none of this stuff. I'm going to give you, I don't want y'all to think I'm all over the place, so I need y'all to really listen, because Gaia is really letting it be known. In African and Caribbean spirituality, you have, exactly, we were swimming before birth in the womb. Bingo. Also, we are part reptilian. You have a reptilian brain. I'll get into that another video. I got to get all this stuff out because there's too many downloads that I'm getting at one time. I'm getting too many downloads right now. Now, um, in African and Caribbean spirituality, dealing with the Asiatic people, there I'm gonna name some deities. Y'all probably heard of them before. In Yoruba, okay, you have Oshun or Oshun. Then you also have Olo. These are the water deities in the Yoruba tradition. Okay. Yemoja was depicted as a mermaid with Oshun and Olokun. Here's the kicker. I'm gonna bust your head wide open with this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Chris. Don't worry about it. What I'm gonna do after this, once this video download, I'm gonna put my email in the comment section. So I'm gonna go over there. Then you're gonna rap and whoever else. Okay. Now check it out. I'm gonna bust your head wide open with this. They put Yemoja in a movie on Disney. Y'all ready to hear what movie she was on? Pirates of the Caribbean. Calypso. When she was in witch form, that was Ocean. But when she went to the seas, because they say when the river, the sweet waters of the river hit the salt water, she turns into Yemoja. Now listen, Calypso, when she was in witch form, that was Oshun. But when she went into the sea, to the ocean, she became a giant. Okay, and she is known as the one of the seas. They call her the Orisha of the seas, and they call her the mother of all the Orisha and all the fish. She is also, along with Oshun, along with Oshun, have similarity. That is another deity that's connected to us as Nubian or black or Asiatic people. We also went by the name of Mers or Moors, which dealt with the seas, y'all. The Asiatic woman, the black woman herself, was the first one on this planet. They keep on finding skulls going back to a so-called black woman. The skeleton they found was over here in the U.S. of a black woman. I am not making this up. This is all connected to what's going on with Gaia, because our women are acting out of control. Listen, the Latinos have African and Asiatic blood in them, so you're not excluded. My family is Creole. My great-grandfather was Native American on my grandmother's side, and he was also Latino. So we play a part in that too. The deity that I'm saying that they connect to is Mommy Water. Mommy Water is her name is Mamiwata. Look all this stuff up. I'm not making this up. Listen, y'all. The Catholic Church praises the Great Mother. When the Pope go behind the closed doors, that black Madonna is Mommy Water. I'm going to spell it for you, so she's known as Yemoja. I'll spell it for you again. M as in mother, A as in apple, M as in mother, I as in Isaac, W as in Walter, A as in apple, T as in Tony, A as in apple. Look all this up, because y'all about to see the waters also rising. Florida is below sea level. That's right, Chris. Right? That's how you got it. Though, listen. Also, the waters in Florida is below. Florida's below sea level too, y'all. Pay attention to also the floods that happened in North Carolina recently. That's Gaia, and also Mommy Water, or you can say the Great Mother is talking. Okay. The Great Mother is talking. I did a video segment on something earlier dealing with dealing with the healers and spiritual warriors and human angels and stuff earlier. I did something about that earlier. It's so much that I'm getting overload right now. I'm getting an overload. I'm trying to take my time. That's why I'm all over the place, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Like, I'm getting overloads and downloads like crazy. So I really need y'all to work with me. I'm trying to get y'all to really follow me, because when I say she's talking, she's talking. And I hope y'all watching. Okay. Listen. She told me I will not harm my children that believe in me. This is what she told me. She said, I need people to align themselves back into nature and also getting themselves lined back with divine love. That's what she's saying. This is what I hear. I'm not making this stuff up. She says many people, earthlings, humans, are not doing right. Yes, that's her name. That's her name. That's her name. From what I hear, she's like really upset. And I know it sounds weird that what I'm doing, but I'm telling you, she's saying is she's really upset. Too many things going on with the women in the planet, children, because she's a protector of children too. Too much war, too much. It's not enough love, it's not enough peace. This is why all this stuff is happening. That's her name, Chris. It's Mommy Walter. Yes, that's another name for her. I'm just trying. When I say I'm getting downloads, y'all, please understand. I'm not acting. I'm telling you. I'm getting a whole overload with all of this. All I keep on hearing the wickedness and the chaos. And I'm hearing that y'all did on my planet. I'm hearing a whole lot right now. So just know that those that are in California, please, as soon as you can, try to move inland. I don't know when she's going to start doing all this stuff. There's not no fear-mongering thing. I'm just giving y'all a heads up on what's going on. No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. This is natural for me. When I get like this is very rare that I go like this on a live and I start, going to overload. I'm telling you, there's a lot of downloads that I get, but just know that she is fully awakened. And from what the brother was saying, because like I said, I'm Creole. My family, we have everything in our DNA. My great grandfather spoke Spanish, but I don't know it. But I represent the indigenous people in general. So just know, keep your eyes on y'all. Honestly, I learned about all of this. I had great mentors coming up, but when I was born, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with all of y'all. When I was born, I had gifts when I was born. When I was a child, I was able, eyes closed, and I would literally walk up to my classmates, and I would say, "Are you like this and like that?" And they was like, "Yeah, how you know?" I said, "I don't know." I would tell them I don't know. I would also talk to thunderstorms. I'm scared as hell on thunderstorms. You say, but yeah, I would walk in the streets of Baltimore when I was a child and ask those questions, like literally, like, and when I was but as I got older, I would go into meditation, And one time when I went into a meditative state, I saw this being with a big old afro with a big old crown on his head. I didn't know who he was until I saw him in a book, and they said he said his name was Anu. I'm like, who the heck is Anu? So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So saw him. I was like, all right, that's what it is. Bingo, okay. Then I had visions of this other being running. He's running wherever he was. He was running. It was this rocky location. Okay. It was this rocky location, and he had a sword that was like a double-bladed sword. He running with an afro, literally running, and behind him was this fiery dragon. It looked like. And when I saw him, he jumped off this cliff and he used his two swords and just, you know how the way in the movies they just use the sword to climb up a rock and stuff. He used both of them to climb up a rock. And I asked an old friend of mine, I said, yo, who the heck is this guy that's wearing this royal garb or whatever with these two swords and stuff? They like a double-bladed sword or whatever. And she was like, that's Michael. I'm like, Michael who? She like, Michael the Archangel. I'm like, well, why the heck I was able to see him in the spirit realm, jump, and then had turned around on this dragon and just, you know, just did one of these numbers with the dragon, like used the sword. So I've been seeing stuff like this since I was a child, and then when I got older, it started getting more and more vivid. So now, lately, I've been seeing how Gaia move, and she revealed things, if that make any sense. And when I was on an old channel years ago, featured, I told people to be ready and watch the weather patterns and watch how things go. I kept on saying watch the natural disasters and so on. Early this in the spring solstice, I did a live stream, and I told everybody that was watching that the spring solstice is the real new year, not January. And I said during the new year that it's going to be a lot of things going on with the weather patterns. I said that. If you don't believe me, I'm going to see if I can find that video, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can bring it back up to being one of the top videos. And I literally said that this stuff is going to start going on. And I said that going into the new year, which is in this till the next new year, we're going to see a whole lot of activity dealing with nature, dealing with a lot of daggone things with the weather patterns, earthquakes, all that. I kept on telling everybody this stuff was going to happen. I've been saying this for years, and there's safe zones to be at and all that other stuff. And a lot of people need to know where the safe zones at. That's why I'm saying you got to move inland, because right there where Yellowstone is, that whole area where Yellowstone is the danger zone. Okay? But that particular research I said earlier deal with earthquakes and volcanoes. Welcome back. That research that I spoke on that dealt with the earthquakes and volcanoes, that's real. When I talk about Miami water, all that is real. They are actually real. Miami water, Oshun, all of them are real. No, they're not. I'm telling y'all, because in Nigeria, they have the Oshun state, the Ogun state, and the kingdom of Oyo, Lagos. I'm trying to remember the other one. I haven't been there. I have not been there. Everybody that's from Nigeria be trying to figure out how I know. Okay? But our history as melanated people is very rich. I'm talking about from the Afro-Latino, the Latino, all the way down. Because the Latinos, y'all need to understand something. Y'all have our DNA in you. So, all the Caribbeans, I want to also touch bases on something. All the brothers and sisters that are Caribbeans, you are actually really indigenous to this land because of the Louisiana connection, and also those that are indigenous to this land that look like us, that can really say they cannot trace back to Africa. You are part of a group of Native Americans called the Arawak. The Arawak know what time it is. Many of you need to know what time it is. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Virginia and Maryland on a Chesapeake. Listen to this. I was watching something. Somebody posted up how Virginia is named after the Virgin, and how Maryland is dealing with the name Mary, and it said Virgin Mary. Now listen to this. We have some time. We have some time. I can't give you no date, but my thing is to you all is that's near that region, which I am also, is to keep your eyes on the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, because the Chesapeake is connected to the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, because Virginia and Maryland, along with the Carolinas, do get coastal floods and all of that stuff. Okay, the thing about it is, one of the safe zones is in Georgia. Okay, one of the safe zones is in Georgia. Like I said, this is not to scare nobody. This is not a fear-mongering video. I'm just giving y'all a heads up to keep your eyes open on everything. So don't think this is fear-mongering, okay? All I can tell you is that the East Coast is getting hit. Y'all saw what's going on in New York and Jersey. I spoke on that years ago too. I really wish that those that are watching me, I wish y'all were able to watch me when I was on that old channel I was featured on. And I was saying stuff like this, and I kept on telling people, eventually you're going to have to move inland. But here's the thing. Y'all saw what happened in Houston or in Texas with the flood. Listen, Houston is also going to be split eventually too. The U.S. eventually is going to get split in half. Okay, because of this continental drift. I cannot give y'all no dates. So don't think I'm going to give you a date. And I'm not using fearmonger. I'm just getting y'all ready and prepared to keep your eyes on stuff and keep your ears open. Okay? That's all I'm here to tell you. I'm not here to bring fear. I'm here to let you know what's up. But I'm letting you also know what our ancestral spirits is connected to as well. I'm not making up none of this stuff that I'm telling y'all. I've been knowing this stuff for years. And everything that I done said actually came true. And I'm not, listen, I'm no prophet. I'm none of that stuff. All I know is what Gaia is showing me and what she's telling me. And all I know is what I'm being told, and that's all I can tell y'all. I'm not here to let you be in fear, but I'm telling y'all what she said about what's going on in Earth and how she don't like stuff that's going on. Okay, she don't like the stuff that's going on. There's really no love in the world like it used to be. Matter of fact, there's a sister that's a daughter of Oshun that literally said out her mouth that on the planet by itself is only 2% left of fresh water on the planet. Only 2% of real fresh water is left on the planet. That says a lot. And we're dealing with a lot of crazy nonsense because the love in the planet is not the same anymore because everybody focuses on the bag and all this other stuff. And that's another reason why Gaia is off the hinges, getting off the hinges. Not just because of our women being off whack, because of the simple fact what's going on with the women, what's going on with the children, what's happening with the planet itself, the animals being massacred. Like, people don't even know that Gaia herself is pissed. Not just the Great Mother, but Gaia herself is pissed. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. We done did some fucked up shit. And I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the people that's in power. Done did some fucked up shit. They already knew about all this was going to happen. There's things I want to say so bad on YouTube I can't say. That's why I'm talking the way I'm talking. But either I'm not here to bring fear. All I'm telling you, you about to see shit that you never seen before. Trust me on that. You think it's crazy now with the earthquakes and stuff that's going on and the nothing until next year. Trust me. Next year gonna be a doozy starting the next spring solstice. Y'all need to be ready because y'all gonna start seeing some stuff. I'm telling you from what I know. Get your heart chakra together like I've been telling y'all. Get it together. Because this is where it is. Because I did an early segment that's 15 minutes long about the divine healers that are really the spiritual warriors, and that they are the divine beings, and they are also human angelic hosts. I spoke on that. That's also connected to what's going on. All the light workers that's going to be watching, it's that time. Gaia vibrations are raising up and give a fuck. So please understand that I'm not just saying what I'm saying out of just some nut job or none of that stuff. I'm telling you, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. There's earthquakes going on that they're not even talking about. There's new discoveries going on that they're not talking about. There's so many things transpiring on this planet that they're not talking about. Trust me on that. And y'all haven't seen anything. They also got the med beds going on. All the look, I ain't trying to go off the subject or anything, y'all, but there's so much stuff going on that they're not talking to y'all about. And that's why I said that Gaia is speaking. She's letting it be known that she's not. That he said that it's going to be a tsunami and an earthquake that hit California, which is crazy. He didn't even give the date. He just said that everything's happening. He said that he showed the video footage. Because what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to show the footage on the brother. And I'm going to give him a shout out so everybody can look him up. Look, the brother showed the video footage of the waters. And it started twirling like this. Because he said that it's also volcanoes underwater too, y'all. It's not just pyramids, but volcanoes under the waters. And listen, I'm gonna do a segment on Mommy Walter soon, so people can know who she is. Because once I tell you, called the Sibyls, who are the priestesses of Mommy Walter, and that the Biblios, which you call the Bible, was stolen, and the Vatican have it. Y'all don't really understand. This shit is about to be crazy, because y'all need to focus on really about who the Great Mother is and look her up and start researching. Because everybody keep on saying we're going into the divine feminine, which is true. The divine feminine is already here, though. That's what they don't want to tell you. It's already here. All the stuff is aligned and is made by design. And Earth is not joking anymore, y'all. Look up Tiamat. T as in Tom, I as in Isaac, A as in Apple, M as in Mary, A as in Apple, T as in Thomas. And you want to look up her war with Marduk. Murduk. Look that up too. Then you'll see that Tiamat is a living organism. People don't even know that at one point in time Tiamat was a daggone dragon in the daggone in the space system. People don't even know that. I know it sounds too far-fetched. Matter of fact, remember the Titans, and Gaia. Gaia is another name for her. She was a Titan. Look it up. Like all this stuff, I'm not making this stuff up, y'all. Look, I don't care what nobody say about me. But I'm just saying this stuff to let y'all know what's up, man. Give a shout out to Dr. Malachi York. Give a shout out to Remedy H. Give a shout out to Rod Hayes. Give a shout out to Hood Mystic, Black Witch Yaya, Conjure Queen, all of y'all. The Real Kaya, Black Conjuring. Shout out to all of y'all. You know, because it's that time. Oh, yeah, Remedy H. Shout out to you, bro. You already know. You know what I'm saying? But keep that in mind, y'all. I'm not going to be on here long. I just had to say what I had to say. Do your homework. Next time I come on here, hopefully I'll figure out what I'm going to talk about. Decide on if I'm going to talk about or Gaia or Mommy Walter. I'll figure it out. I'll let them let me know what's up when I rest. All right? But when it come down to the state of Virginia, y'all going to be okay for right now. But you got to keep your eyes open on the Atlantic Ocean like I do over here in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? But do your homework for look up Tiamat. Look up Enki. All of that. You know what I mean? Because we about to see some shit. And it's coming. Alright, so I want to let y'all know peace, love, light. Peace, love, light, darkness, supreme balancement, which is the yin and yang, which is the divine, feminine, and masculine coming together as one unison. And may the ancestral mother, the great mother herself, and the 7 ancestral spirits of creation protect you and yours on this journey. I am Neg Adezo, also known as Brother B Forte Ill, BAKA Green Light Cosmic Angel Fire. But please understand that this is not a joke. Okay? Be ready. Keep your eyes on the weather. Keep your eyes on everything that you see. Because everything that you see ain't always what you think it is, and ain't always what it's supposed to be. Because when it come down to it, things are always changing. Everything around you change, because the only thing that's consistent is none other than change itself. And keep that in mind. And in order for you to change, you have to change with the time and also start within self. I'm out. Peace.